Welcome back, friends, here at the campsite. It's about 30 degrees out. It's mid-October. I want to talk briefly about my favorite new cooler, Igloo BMX 25. Cost was about $50 on the Amazon, and I'll roll in some footage of a couple other coolers. Igloo BMX, an older Coleman Extreme, and an older Coleman 12-volt electric cooler. So we'll start off looking at this Coleman 12-volt cooler. It does have a 12-volt plug on the end that can plug into a car or 12-volt outlet. Do not use ice in it, it will ruin the electric motor. Gaskets. And approximately a 2-inch amount of foam on it. It's good stuff. It'll run about 40 degrees below the ambient outdoor temperature. It's a good cooler. They're pretty expensive now. I think it was $50 when I bought it, but I think they're up to 80 or 90 now. With the big trend in the Yeti coolers, I just wanted to show my old ones that I like. It's the Coleman Extreme. I've had this for a number of years. It has a very thick top, about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. And the inside actually has a really thick layer of foam. It's comparable to the thickness of the Yeti, the Ozark Trail, and other coolers. I don't know the current price of this. It does have a drain. Yeah, it doesn't have as much room inside as you think, just due to the fact that there's a lot of insulation in this cooler. It's a great cooler, and they're not that expensive. This was a recent acquisition. I busted my other cooler, being that the Adventure Mobile is about a half-an-hour drive away from any good grocery store. That we always have a cooler in our vehicle, especially out here in Amish country. You never know when you're going to stop at a market and want to have something that needs to be cool to get back to the camper. Alright, I think I rolled some footage in on the other side, but just briefly, it does have stainless steel screws on plastic hinges with stainless rods running through them. This is real boilerplate, diamond plate metal. It's got a nice handle. Has 4 straps to tie this thing down. It's good for canoeing. It's got a little bit of a fish measuring system on top. I don't know if that really works so great or not. I haven't really needed it for that. You can sit on it. It doesn't have any cup holders or any kind of indentations for that, but and this is a slope on the front. It has rubber handles that fit under and fit in clasp. It does not have a gasket like the Yeti type coolers. I think I could probably put one in there. It does have really nice, thick, about 1 inch or so insulation on it. I put some extra Reflectex and just cut a damper for the top, so that's pretty nice. I leave that in there. I can separate items between levels or just keep the cool part down at the bottom. No drain in it. It'll hold a couple gallons of milk and some other stuff, but they will stand upright. A 2-liter will stand upright right in here. Yeah, I give this 2 big ol' wilderness paddles up as a good quality cooler. So for about $50 on Amazon, the Igloo BMX 25. You really can't go wrong with this. Even the adventure dog agrees.